Hello, everyone, and welcome to our 40th anniversary of the Schurig Center Gala tonight. I'd like to thank Rich and Sal, who were our band. I don't know where they are, but please raise your hand, Rich and Sal. Thank you very much for volunteering to provide music for us tonight. And I really want to thank all of you for being here to help support the Schurig Center. It's a really unique place. I've had the honor of being a member of the board for a number of years and the board chair. I think 6 or 7 years, I can't remember now. I'm also a Larkspur resident, and I've also been on our city council for a number of years. All those roles, we all play multiple roles in this town, so I'm really pleased to be here with you tonight. Special thanks to the 28 sponsors who made this event possible. There are too many to name, but thank you. They're all listed in the program, and we're grateful for each and every one of you for always being there for us at the Schurig Center when we ask. So take a look at that and really reflect on how much it's important that we have community. And I want to thank our board members, staff and volunteers who gave their time and hearts to make sure people need our services and have access to care. If you're a board member, raise your hand, please. I won't make you stand, but thank you. Thank you very much. I know we all do a lot of multiple roles in this community, and serving on nonprofit boards is really a great way to give back and to be part of what makes Marin and what makes all of this so special. We have a fun night planned for you. We have some inspiring guest speakers who have been with us at Schurig for a number of reasons. We have a lively fund to need with an auctioneer extraordinaire. His name is Keith McLean. Keith, where are you? There he is. So when we get to that part, look for this gentleman. He's got the fancy suit. I could tell that he was the auctioneer from his fancy suit. And after that, we'll wrap up the evening with the night with picking our raffle winner to the Cavella Point overnight. We really want you to enjoy yourself and to be able to totally focus on this program. Dinner, as you saw, is there. There's probably more, but dessert is in the center of your table. Wait staff are circulating with red and white wine and non-alcoholic water, etc., is on your table, and other things. Non-alcoholic water. That's right, unless you're Jesus, and then you turn the water into wine, but I'm not that good. The bar is open if you're in the mood for another Bam-tini and the culinary delights. This is on my script, guys. I want you to know that. And if you get a little cold, I always bring a little wrap, but our wait staff, just ask the wait staff. They have some wraps for you, too. And I guess this is where I kind of get to the point of why I'm here. I've said this before at this event, that when I was in my mid-20s, my dad suffered a traumatic brain injury. He was 56 years old, and his carotid artery split spontaneously one day, and he lost half his brain in a matter of seconds. But he also lost his career. He was a Rexall druggist. He owned his own drugstore. He lost a lot during that time, and he found a place like Schurig in their community where he could find that care that he needed after he had come out of the hospital, after he had come out of the rehab. And for probably 30 years longer, he lived, off and on, going back and forth to a center like that. But I was actually thinking more this year. A month ago, I became a grandmother for the first time. And I got the phone call that she was in labor, and I jammed out of here to go to Bend, Oregon, where they live. And it's really interesting when you're a grandparent for the first time, is because you can't help but want to help. I mean, you just want to make it all right for the new baby, the new family, everything. You want to do all that. And I realized it's sort of taking care. And when I had my daughter, my mother couldn't really be there very much because she was taking care of my dad. So it made me realize how important the caretakers are. And those are the people who help take care of someone who they love, who's had a traumatic brain injury. And they're there for all of the good times, and they're there for the really bad times too. And I want to honor tonight, all the care people that are here, because we have a lot of them. And they're the people who are married or a spouse or a friend or a brother or a neighbor, who are part of the community that supports someone who's had a traumatic brain injury. And you are key to their success and key to their life moving forward to adapt to what the challenges are that presents. So now it's my pleasure to welcome Patricia Gill, who is our executive director of the Schurig Center. And interestingly enough, at this event, for those of you who have come many times before, we like to honor one of our staff members or one of our volunteers. And we've done that for many years. And this year, at our 40th anniversary, unbeknownst to her, we are honoring Patricia Gill. Yeah. You come. She didn't know that, so she's surprised, and she is a very humble person, so she's not going to take this lightly. But I have a few words to say about her. Patricia started the center. I know you are, which is why we didn't tell you in advance.
I'm gonna cry.
For those of you who've been at the center, you'll know that this woman is the key to the success of the Schurig Center. 40 years this organization has been here. Patricia started at the center in 2008, and she was working there for a while. When Karen Schurig decided she became ill, this is before my time, Karen Schurig became ill and was looking for a replacement for her to take over the center. And she was offered that role in December of 2008. But about a month later, Karen Schurig died and did not have enough time, really, to onboard Patricia to the extent of how important it is to learn about and know and all of the nuances of being an executive director of a nonprofit, of a scrappy one, I like to say that we are scrappy. So she had to learn on the job. She had to learn from a lot of you in this room who are also very involved in the nonprofit world and the fundraising world within Marin County. She had to learn, and she had to ask a lot of questions. And now she stands here not knowing that I was going to say all these things about her. But she's critical to the success of this organization. And we as a board and we as a team, Midge and Ange, were the instigators of this. We chose to offer our love and gratitude to you tonight. You don't get to say anything now.
Well, I have a speech written.
I know. So it's her turn to do her speech too. But I have one more thing to say. I know I'm over time already, right? One of our board members is here tonight who we love, Ellen. Ellen had to step away from our board for a little bit last year when she had some health challenges, but this was her event. She planned this event every year for a decade, and we pulled up our bootstraps, Ellen, and we did it without you, but you're here, and we're really thrilled that you're here. You're here with your wonderful son, and And I think that speaks. I know Ellen has had a very challenging health and recovery in the last almost year, and I think that speaks to our commitment as board members to the care and support of this place, but also the friendships we've developed over the years and the friendships we've developed to not only our clients but our staff members too. So it's your turn.